we still have a lot to learn about these teams.
And they're still learning about themselves, right? The coaches are working on rotations and game plans. The players are trying to establish the chemistry that a winning team needs.
Look at the opening lineup for Florida. Anderson outside. Down low. Taken away. Outside for Jackson. Hits it from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Magician. Anderson the screen. Here's Watts. Puts up a three. A nice shot by Anderson.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Now here's Jackson. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Now Anderson. His last outing, 16 points for him. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Magician passes to Bryan. In the corner, it's Toppin. Traps in the tray.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
For Florida, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. That's a 2 from Lee. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
The backcourt today as good as it gets. And they've earned the green light every time they touch the ball.
Here's Toppin. It's deflected, and that one ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Florida on D. Pass to Magician. From outside the arc. And it's Florida with the rebound. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Buries the long-range jumper.
What a great start. They've only missed one thus far.
Three-pointer. And Lee pulls it down.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And they double up Jackson. Takes the three. They get it again. Stolen by Anderson. Pass to Toppin. Back to Anderson. Now, here's Toppin. Off target from three-point range.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now. Looking a little out of sorts.
Jackson trying to break free. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Pass to Toppin. He sinks the 11-footer. Toppin's got 5 now.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
There's Jackson with the three. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Anderson wide open, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Hey, yo, right here.
1:52 left here in the first quarter. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And so now a timeout called by Jason. Pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
There's a minute 40 left in the first quarter of the game. And it's Magician missing. Florida leading by 9. Ingram outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Florida shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And up around 82% as a team a season to make the most of those opportunities.
Magicians checked in for the Magician. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
This is definitely not the guy to foul. He loves getting to the free throw line.
Throws it up high.
Boy, this is how you move the ball effectively. They're not just passing it around the horn. They are passing with a purpose.
And Florida with the possession. They're on a 16-7 run. Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Magician. Out of bounds, Florida takes possession.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. Just misread that pass completely.
Toppin, he's checked in for the Magician. And here's Jackson. He's got 10. Toppin with the steal. Here's Magician to the left wing. Here's Magician. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And Ingram launches it from deep. And once again off the mark by Florida. Gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And Toppin throws it down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer, and he makes that one. Jackson's got 12.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And so it's Florida, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Right back after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Florida.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
And is out there with the Magician. Then it's Magician. Then it's Magician. And it's Magician in at the 1. And for Florida. Magician passes to Magician. Here's Magician. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
It's Ingram on the wing. Brown deciding where to go with it. Toppin pulls it in.
Florida foul call. First team foul. Substitution for Florida. Number 13.
Hitting at 50% in a decent groove. Pass to Magician. Launches it from deep. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Florida leading by 7. Florida moving that ball around. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Anderson, he's checked in for the Magician. And Florida with the change here, too. Lee's checked in for Brown. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Pass to Magician. There's a screen. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. Commissioner Silver talked about health, and he said that some of the injuries that our young players are experiencing are overuse injuries. In earlier eras, players in school participated in different sports depending on the season. He said perhaps a return to that approach is warranted. Back over to you.
Interesting thought. Okay, Allie, we thank you.
Man, you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Got that one up quick. He has 6. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, for all the anticipation around NBA expansion, we might have to pump the brakes. I'm told a number of team owners are a bit hesitant to further carve up the revenue from this new national broadcasting deal, so the timeline may take longer than some fans had hoped.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Shams, we thank you very much for that report. And it's Ingram missing.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
With some art, and the layup is up and in. And Florida leads by 11.
Sometimes your only option is to go to the floater, and that is money.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Toppin throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. So both teams making some changes here. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Jackson. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And there's the foul. It will go on Lee. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Florida on D. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. To the inside. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee.
You have to be more careful with the basketball. These are possessions that you don't get back.
Anderson outside, goes up to the stripe, and that one comes up a bit short. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Florida. They'll take on the Thunder at Paycom Center after this one. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Bryan. The kick out to Anderson. And the rejection by Jackson. Driving inside. And he banks in the layup. Jackson's got the lead up to 13 now for Florida.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
And here's Anderson for 3. And it's Florida with the rebound.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Magician's shot is good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Florida leading by 13. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Count that one. Jackson's got 22 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Magician. Still scoreless. Pass to Magician. And he dunks it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Ingram. And so it's Florida looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now. And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering, what was halftime like in the locker room back when you guys were playing?
I would never be checking my stats and figure out if I'm close to a double-double or not. That's something I would never do.
Yeah, he was trying to figure out if he's close to the double-double. He didn't know if it was rebounds and points already or a cheeseburger.
I'm talking about the cheeseburger. What are you talking about, Kenny?
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for Florida.
Their efficiency on offense has been off the charts. Credit them for coming out and executing.
The players are happy, the coaches are happy. Let's see if that sticks in half number 2. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Well, look at ABC in this game. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
They've got Toppin. Magician is out there with Anderson. Then it's Magician. And it's Magician in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man...
Hammering it in!
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. And it's Magician missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
D2 from Anderson. And it's Florida with the rebound. Fires from way outside. They get it back.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's Jackson, and it's Magician with the rebound. Vaughn 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And it's off from three-point range. Florida leading by 14. Offensive rebound, second shot opportunity, can't capitalize inside. Being a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Pass to Anderson. Here's Magician. Power down with both hands.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
Here's Lee, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Lee's got 6.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And he can't jam it through.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Here's Anderson, got a piece of it.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
And it goes down 2 points. He has 7.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Toppin with the steal. Pass the Magician. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Anderson got a hand on it. Here's Jackson. Count it. Jackson's got 6 in the quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. And Florida leads by 16. Gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Connects from three-point range. And it's 6 points for Magician.
Boy, you allow a shooter of his caliber to get that good a look and good night.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen by Jackson. Inside. Out to Lee. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Anderson with the ball. He has 6. To the paint. Toppin up top. Pass the Magician. Oh, good on the triple.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
51 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Back to Jackson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Magicians checked in for the Magician.
Substitution on the court.
There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And Toppin throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Now here's Jackson. He has 28 points for the game. It's good from the top of the key. Jackson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
With his skill from the mid-range area, that's money.
Stolen by Anderson. He takes it in. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Anderson's got 10 points.
Well, this is what we talk about, the tale of two halves. He has been outstanding out of the break.
Drops in the layup for 2. 32 points for ABC.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
And here's Anderson from the arc. And so it's Ford holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Ford. The half-court bomb falls off target. Being at 50% in a decent groove. Magician passes to Magician. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. No good from lead. Here's Magician. Pass to Magician. Softly drops in the floater. Magician's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
From deep three-point territory. The shot that time, not on target. Here's Magician. Here's Magician. No good on the 3. Florida leading by 7. Now Ingram. And it's Magician with the rebound. Here's Magician, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Anderson, he's checked in for the Magician. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team, and Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys.
Thank you, Allie. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Tapping a screen on Lee. Out that one, the Florida lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Magician.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. It's stolen, pushing it up. And Toppin throws it down.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that run had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
They're showing so much passion and determination here at the end. They're close to the lead, but still have plenty of work left to do.
And the foul goes on the Magician. That is his first foul of the game. Magician's checked in for the Magician. And Florida making a change here. Puts up a deep 3. Toppin pulls it in. Toppin's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
I'd say this is not a game he'll want to individually remember, but they are positioned to close this thing out.
Lee's checked in for Ford.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Magician, covered by Lee. To tie it up. That's off. Florida shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
To take the lead. Can't get it.
Corralling defensive rebounds, such a critical aspect of your defense. Nice work.
And he gets that one to go.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately, Magicians checked in for the Magician. Gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Now Toppin. It's deflected, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Anderson outside. Here's Toppin. A huge two-handed slam.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Stolen by Anderson. Got it to go off the glass.
And wow, what a time to tie this game up, guys.
Incredible fortitude to bounce back like this. I think we're setting up for an awesome finish.
Stolen by Anderson to take the lead, and the crafty layup. Good.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
Jackson, and he drives in.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. .132 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, that's blocked. And they get it back. And down goes the three.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Launches from deep. And good. From way outside, it's in.
And that's in the gym range, Kevin. He can pull up and knock it down from anywhere.
Toppin. Good!
I love the tenacity. Terrific move at a crucial point in this game.
That is not settling. That is going for a high percentage look at a critical time. Nicely done.
Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Jackson.
Boy, he's been lights out. You want to talk about an efficient offensive game. Wow.
The critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
Now Toppin. Tries from 10. No good.
Just strong work defensively there in the low post. You got to be tough down in the paint.
Boy, he really anchors well on the block. Very difficult to back down.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that that they're even in this game.
Magicians check in for the Magician. Anderson outside. And here's Jackson to win the game. Drains it from downtown. A big three-pointer, but we might have a review here. Well, they are going to...
The previous play is under review.
As the officials originally ruled. Well, they thought they had the game already won. Now they've got their fingers crossed.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay,
after review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And they're going to count it. After looking at the replay, they ruled that he got the shot off in time. GA, they won it on the buzzer beater.
Kevin, you talk about winning it at the very last second. What a finish. Thankfully, the replay gets the officials off the hook on what would have been an awful call to miss.
So it's a narrow victory for Florida, pulling it out for the double. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that about wraps it up. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, ABC.